Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to Near Disney. It's the Wednesday show, and we are so excited to once again come together and bring you the best of everything that's happening within a 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle. Right, so yeah, once again, appreciate you coming in to join us we're broadcasting out of Celebration, Florida, the town built by Disney, and I am hearing rumblings of thunder off in the distance. It's kind of, I think, rain's pretty cozy, especially around as the evening settles in. So hopefully you enjoy just hearing about Florida. I'm Elijah, sitting in the host chair. They call me the Prince of Real Estate here on Near Disney, and joined by my esteemed colleague.
Hi, I'm Sue, also with Florida in Motion Realty, and welcome everybody in tonight. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. Let us know in the chat. Say hi. Let us know where you're watching from. We appreciate that. Any questions about anything we're talking about or anything that doesn't have anything to do with what we're talking about? Real estate stuff, that's what we're all about. You're not interrupting us when you shoot us a question or let us know where you're watching from. So I'll just throw it over to our first article then, Sue. You found some information on Disney, pretty topical. Let's get that launched up.
Well, yeah. So apparently Magic Kingdom was the most visited theme park last year for in 2023, and it had an esteemed amount of visitors, 17.7 million visitors. And so to let you know that how that compares, Disneyland only had a half a million visitors. So that is an extreme amount. That is an extreme difference there. Definitely a difference between Magic Kingdom and the other parks, but they were still in the double digit millions. Universal was up there, Islands of Adventure, SeaWorld, Busch Gardens, both in the four point something million visitors. But it's just kind of a confirmation of how people want to come visit here. People want to move here. They want to live here, either full time or part time. And there's a lot of reasons to come visit us in Florida. There's certainly a lot of reasons to move. Me being a couple year transplant now, as of this last summer. So I can attest that I do miss family from where we moved, but I certainly do not miss the location. I am loving Florida. And but let me kind of just go over. I have a 10-point reason to come visit us and hit Walt Disney World for this year and next year. So, couple of things. This might be information that people already know, but just in case not, park reservations that went bye-bye quite a while ago. So that's a great thing. We have a couple of newer rides. The Journey of Water by Moana is been open for a while now. You've got Tiana's Bio Adventure. We have new Star Wars stuff going on. And this one that I love, the Country Bear Jamboree, came back. And so that was from my childhood at Disneyland. I love that show. So I haven't checked that out yet, but I am excited to see what they are, all about right now. So, Little Mermaid, the park fair is open. They've got all you can eat breakfast, dinner buffet. They're in the Grand Floridian. And so there's a character experience in there if you're looking into doing something like that. There's several locations where you can definitely do a character experience. So we have all the festivals that going on at Epcot. And right now they just recently reopened for the summer and fall, late summer and fall, the Food and Wine Festival. Love Food and Wine Festival. So
Yeah.
much fun to just walk around and sample everything. And then, we all get together and say, oh, did you try this? Oh, did you try that? So, and we can, definitely, let you know on here what our favorites are. Elijah, have you been yet?
I haven't joined in yet as of yet. Actually, my parents were just raving about going to season 52 and enjoying the magical
Okay.
dungeon there as well. That's a beautiful place to enjoy. But yeah, there are more restaurants participating in magical dining than
Mm.
you can even try. So that's why in a
That's right.
single cycle of magical dining happening, which is the beauty of it. So please let us know in the comments or the chat, what is the place you're like, oh, you gotta check out this underrated gem in magical dining, or we went here and we
Yeah,
loved it, we raved about it, or this was an amazing meal for an amazing price that you wouldn't normally get. So definitely take advantage of that. Please let us know, because like I said, you could never do them all. There's just too many
that's
participants, which
right.
makes it so very special. So thank
Well,
you.
and remember, one of the, the biggest reason to come to Florida to visit any of the parks is you're making memories with your family, and that's, when they pulled people coming out of any of the parks, that's what they said is they were there to make memories. And you do. You definitely make those memories. So,
100%. And for the people who don't live here, don't make it a lifestyle. I mean, like they say that there's two times you got to go: when you're a kid to experience the magic and the wonder from the lens of childhood, and then when you're a grown up, bringing your kids at the very least once. My goodness, and then
yeah.
see,
And
enjoy,
then your grandkids.
enjoy. Yes,
Sorry.
well, enjoy for everything for hope. I mean, hopefully the parents are bringing the grandparents along with them on the Disney trip. That would be cool. They take one of
Yes,
those cruises, right? And those key, and you never get to
definitely.
those. You talked about character experiences. There's plenty of people my age and much older who still line up to get a picture next to one of those amazing costumed characters at the park. So absolutely, that's awesome. But
Well,
I
and
was
if you move here, you could be a character, right?
We definitely know some people. They're supposed to keep it on the DL, that's their job, to preserve the illusion. So they do this thing where they don't say publicly, "I am such and such character." They say, "I'm a friend of such and such character," and that's the code for that's me in the costume, or that's me in the suit, or that's me behind the makeup. So that's kind of fun.
Yes,
You're a friend of Elsa. You're a friend of Cinderella. You're a friend of the fairy
right,
godmother, and wink wink as
right.
you say it every time, and there's going to be some pixie dust that comes out every time you wink. I think that's how it works. So, but yeah, bookending what you were saying about the amazing experience of building those memories. I mean, you build memories every day when you live here, and
That's right.
of all ages, because usatoday.com just put up an article about the 10 places to retire in cities across America, including Florida, Minnesota, the 2024 rankings. So, hey, they mentioned Florida. Maybe we could just take a peek at this list here. And all of a sudden, whoa, number one, Orlando. As far as the top three best places to retires go, and let's just see how they're singing our praises here. Warm winters, coastlines with beaches. I mean, Orlando's not a coastal city, but you just go like 30 minutes, an hour and a half in any direction,
Very
and
far.
you'll find some beach and lots of airports. Great to be visited by family when you're retired here. Like even where we're broadcasting out of Celebration, Florida, we're like 15-18 minutes away, depending on traffic, from the Orlando International Airport. So number one on a list of more than 180 cities, Orlando, living up to its reputation as a haven for seniors, as we were just talking about, a haven for children, building beautiful magical memories as well. There's no income tax, no estate or inheritance taxes, and according to the
Mhm.
rankings, it's the 20th cheapest for adult day healthcare. It also has the 11th best hospitals for geriatrics and ranks number one when it comes to home healthcare facilities per capita. When it comes to recreation,
Mhm.
it's the second best city for fishing facilities. People fishing everywhere, even in Celebration. Art galleries. I just bought some art not too long ago at Ocean Galleries, and adult volunteer activities. So, hey, people at retirement age still love to be active, still love to feel like they're involved and participating, and lending their talents and experiences meaningfully to the community. Oh, and hey, Miami, there's more Florida on the list too, right there. Then we get to Minneapolis, but we're not near Minneapolis. We're near Disney. So that's super cool to see Orlando recognized by USA Today as the number one city to retire. Let us know in the chat if you agree. Let us know if you have, if there's anything about this lifestyle that you are just loving about living near Disney, or if there's a favorite area to retire, like especially when they say medical, Lake Nona is around Orlando, and there's just a lot of like
Mhm.
hospital facilities and medical jobs around there. So that's really cool to just be able to live next to extreme good care. Even the Advent Health, we've done some
I was
videos
gonna
with them
say,
for
mhm.
just the Disney
Ad
Town celebration.
Advent is it's a great hospital. We've had the opportunity, I was gonna say, to visit there a few times, but the care has just been amazing. Really, really, really good care.
That's how you know it's a special place when you say we visited the hospital. It's an Olympic-sized swimming pool, and they have a gigantic, like, multi-thousand square
Mhm.
foot, like, gym facility, and they
Yep.
it's like a resort. The hospital, Advent Health, is even bigger than this spacious, massive downtown for celebration. So moving on to another kind of fun topic that maybe appeals to the spirit of that relaxation and retiree, we're going to invoke the dearly departed Jimmy Buffett. It's titled an album A1A. Now the Florida Road bears its name.
Mhm.
So basically, Jimmy Buffett Memorial Highway dedicated in Key West on Friday.
That's awesome.
Virginia Cinderella on our team brought up this article because I think we're all parrot heads on the team. I think. So A1A, Florida's coastal highway, winds along the state's Atlantic coast and down to the Key West. Along the way, passing historic landmarks, Sleepy Beach, and fishing towns, tourist meccas and traps, condo towers, and high-priced homes. A good real estate around. Singer-songwriter Jimmy Buffett found inspiration, identity, and fame in Key West. Named his fifth studio album A1A. On Friday, the city of Key West formally rededicated A1A in Buffett's name and unveiled the new sign for the A1A Jimmy Buffett Memorial Highway. When Jimmy was
Awesome.
25, his life forever changed as he drove down the A1A for the first time and found a home in Key West, said his sister, Lucy, who attended the dedication. So I'm sure he'd be humbled to be honored in this way, uh,
Mhm.
dedicating it as the Jimmy Buffett Memorial Highway. And you kind of see that it's got that beautiful beach backdrop and his name popping on the sign there. So that's cool.
That's very cool.
It's just, and we also covered the community that was kind of after his song's namesake, Margaritaville. You
Margaritaville.
and I
Yeah.
went down and created a cool video. Definitely check that out. Our film crew does an amazing job of going in and creating those evergreens. So go into the search box above after the stream, type in near Disney, and then Margaritaville, Florida, and you'll see how fun that Jimmy Buffett style resort was. So also wanted to throw it over to an article that was sent to us by Tanya. She's her I'm the Prince of Real Estate, and she is Elena, the Latin Princess of Real Estate and princess. And so she brought up about Gen Z renters because I think she's the youngest member of the team as of now,
Yeah.
and how they're using social media for home design tips. And basically, Gen Z, born between 1997 and 2012, it's crazy to think they are suddenly now entering the home purchase market. These they're starting to grow up depending on what year you were born. Florida actually had the distinction of having the very first Gen Z congressman elected in the U.S. That was Maxwell Frost, I believe, in the 10th
Mhm.
district. So hey, so Gen Z, they're already politicians and they're already home buyers. So we're just getting a little lens into here into their sort of home decor trends, saying they prefer softer lighting, quirky decor, and use social media to kind of figure out what they want for visual appeal. So as they're coming to own homes, some freshly minted adults are organizing their spaces with Strong preferences for ambient lighting. The interior design industry is seeing a surge in funky lamps, creative light fixtures, replacing the traditional white and yellow bulbs. So these people like to express themselves, or expressive generation. They also it extends to their love for food with which they've cleverly incorporated into living space. Heirloom tomato rugs, baguette shaped lamps, charcuterie board light switches. So a little bit. These guys are not afraid of kitsch. Is the thing. They
That's
they
awesome.
do a lot of decorating with like stuff from their favorite shows and cartoons and nerdy characters, and they are like some kitschy decor. In fact, I wish they had more pictures in this article, but you kind of can get a feel when I typed in Gen Z
Mhm.
decor, a lot of fun, colorful stuff comes up, and yeah, oh, pet friendly spaces. We covered an article a while ago about just how hugely important pet friendly spaces are to the younger millennials and Gen Z. So yeah, you're starting to see colors come back because a lot of times when we talk about what's making a home saleable to people buying in high end markets. It's kind of like we want neutral as possible. We don't want wallpaper. We want gray walls. We want like brown engineered hardwood floor. We just want to make this like, white cabinets, white countertops. But Gen Z, maybe as they're entering the market, their taste is just a little bit more whimsical, and they would maybe just appreciate some more colors and accent colors as they describe in the article. It says, "Gone are the days when wooden floors and marble countertops stood as the ultimate status symbols. As these young adults are seeking, more affordable options, they're caring less about that and using multicolored peel and stick tiles, so they can just sort of get the illusion of the aesthetic without permanently altering the home and
Right.
committing to it. And it's that's that. I mean, hey, if you make it look good, what's the difference, right? As long as it's affordable and all that's going toward, if they're renting that space, and they can maybe use that in their permanent resident that they've saved up for. But
Well,
yeah,
peel and stick tiles have been around for a really long time. So, and I know that they have definitely improved them.
oh yeah,
So I can imagine, yeah, I can imagine that that would be a great way to, do up your space if you're just renting. Make it yours. Make it, you know, like you said, quirky and fun. So
yeah. I mean, they even say in this that like pastel colored appliances and just funky quirky things like are they're not afraid of it, not shying away from it. So that is, hey, you know that's that's fun. I'd like to think
yes,
that my taste. I did incorporate a little color. I'm not quite Gen Z. I'm one of the millennials that bordered on Gen Z, but I put a lot of blue into my own decor. I didn't like, some people were urging me to just do only gray and white neutral, and I did push back when I did my own remodeling and did some blue there. So
good.
that's so
Blue
speak,
is good.
so speaking of that, I think I want to just also talk about a trend that is also maybe appealing to some of the that Tanya also shared this younger Americans, which is tiny homes. Like we've kind of been seeing
Mhm.
those things going around on HGTV and just making do with a smaller square footage. I don't know about this particular floor arrangement. That's a little too vertical for my taste, but you know what? You don't have to do that, because I guess in this economy, we're looking forward towards the interest rates may probably coming down. It's basically the worst kept secret that they're going to probably go down next month. 73% of Americans would consider a tiny home smaller, as say like 500 square feet or smaller. That is depends on how you work it. This is a
Mhm.
little what they're depicting here, probably for the sensation of an article. Out there, but we have things that are like 475 to like 800 square feet where they build a home on like top of a garage apartment that's like a
Mhm.
living space, and that could be even like bigger than this. You don't have to necessarily like have your bed above your kitchen sink, as they're doing in this space. Those can rent in like Celebration for roughly, you could still have like a kitchen space and a bedroom all on like one level for like 14, 15, 1600 a month, and if it's, or even up to like getting around 2000 a month if it's extra nice and updated and want on the larger side of it, like 850, 900. But definitely garage apartments are a great way to maybe still have a tiny living space uh without resorting to that. So, I mean, if you want to know more about that, let us know. But we typically sell homes that are quite a bit larger than this. You understand that the economy has kind of backed us into that corner with the interest rates being held as they were. We're going to let you know about any improvements that come about to that. But you have some news to shout to the hills about a sale that that you were a part of, and we definitely tell us
Yeah,
about your
I
closings. We want to celebrate your victories.
thank you. I definitely do. Kim and I, our fairy godmother of real estate, Kim Hawk, she and I partnered together to get Rob and Carrie into this amazing, this is a beautiful home in Keens Point. And Rob and Carrie have already made it their own. They painted, they cleaned, they changed, light. It's an older home. They changed lights, they added ceiling fans, they updated a lot of not the cabinetry, but the fixtures and all that kind of stuff. And it's got a 3-layered decorative pool in the backyard with fountains. This is one of those homes that has a garage apartment on the top.
Yeah.
And so, which I wanted to lead into by letting everybody know, Rob and Carrie are recognized as one of the most sought out and best Disney vacation um, um, travel agents. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word for a minute. They have a company called Creating Magic Vacations, and you can reach them at creatingmagicvacations.com. They have a podcast, and they are really, really good at what they do. In fact, Kim and her husband not long ago had them plan some travel for them, and it was kind of last minute. And Kim said it just turned out to be a great vacation right at the time that they needed it. So the other gentleman in this picture is he's the lender that we used. His name is Sean Carvin. He is a broker, independent broker, and he worked them an amazing deal with this mortgage that they have. So he is can be found through us, obviously, or at SeanCarvinMortgage.com. So yeah, so there you go. So that was a fun little trip. And what I love about how we work with our clients, and we hope our clients feel the same way, that that's the feedback that we get. But the feedback that we do receive from them is it's a relationship that we've connected and built that's going to last. That picture was taken actually at their open house a couple weeks ago. And so we had a great time, met some wonderful people. One of them for sure, who has a really super unique type of business that I'm hoping to get on the show in the next couple of weeks. We'll
Okay.
keep that as a secret. Yeah, but yeah, so we have our little fingers can reach all the different areas of real estate. You know, like Elijah was saying, even from the tiny home on up, you know, lenders and contractors and, you know, name some people that we work with that we can get you in touch with. What else am I missing, Elijah? Plumbers and
Specters and appraisers, and that's just, yeah, everyone.
yes,
Yeah.
electricians and yeah.
Yeah, that's the
So
thing about an experienced team that's got a lot of history in the business. You know, Kim Hawk was there for the founding of the town of Celebration, and so you do accumulate quite a Rolodex of handymen and people who can make anything happen, and lenders who can work miracles, like you said. So we
mhm,
always make a relationship with multiple lenders so that we always can have a diverse platter of programs that may
mhm.
best suit you at any time. So yeah, thanks for
That's
sharing
right.
that success there. Glad to see smiles on closing day. So
Yes.
not always guaranteed. depending on who you work with. So.
Yeah.
Same. Work with us. We'll get
Yes,
smile.
we will make it a wonderful experience. We really will. That is our goal.
Okay, I'm going to bring up one more story that I thought was fun and interesting. It's that the city of Davenport made a post about something that's going to be sports related, a sports complex coming to Davenport. They're saying they are excited to announce that the community is going to get a two football fields that can also be used for soccer, four baseball fields with cutting edge artificial turf. This is an $8 million process made possible through a partnership with a private developer. And they're going to continue to promote more recreational activities. So they shared some, I think this is concept art of spaces.
Mm,
Additionally,
beautiful.
this drawing here. So, and the people who I saw kind of commenting on the page were excited about opportunities to have that kind of physical activity and entertainment, and maybe even we're trying to see if they how they could get involved. It's always just a good idea when you tune in to like the Facebook group or social media pages of whatever your community is. If you're even
Mhm.
if within even if it's a small neighborhood or something, if it's a smaller town, they call Celebration the Bubble. Like we have a strong presence on Celebration Porch where they're announcing everything that's happening with that community and what they're doing and events and what they're adding to it. And so City of Davenport's cool. They're spreading the word about this. I always encourage you to, yeah, you can participate and stay in the loop about everything that's cool because you don't want to miss out on what makes your own community fun and brought together with all those kinds of opportunities.
Yeah. Well, job opportunities too. That's awesome for people who are trying to relocate here. Maybe
Yeah,
if you have, you're really involved in some type of sport,
yeah,
check it out and,
yeah, that's your
see,
path.
yeah, see
If
what they have
that's
to
your
offer. Yeah.
skill set, that'd be looks
Hmm.
like, yeah, it's going to create some great employment opportunities, I'm sure. So we'll keep you posted on how all these things develop. So anyway, I think that's basically everything that we had prepared between the two of us. There's normally more Brady Bunch squares, but sometimes it's just a more cozy and one-on-one. So everyone watching, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. Happy to keep bringing you updates on everything within a 25 miles radius of Cinderella's Castle. Please like and subscribe and give your comments and suggestions. If you want to know anything more about a community or a neighborhood in the Orlando, Central Florida area, just go into the search box above on YouTube, type in the name of that neighborhood or town or city, and then type near Disney and see if we haven't done a highly produced video on it. If we haven't, you want to know more, ask for it in the comments. Don't think we won't
Yes.
create some high quality content just for you. And in the meanwhile, I'm going to leave it to Kim Hawk, the fairy godmother of real estate, to send us off. Take care.
Good night, everybody. Bye.
Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's Castle, because this is truly a magical place to live.